What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. By this time next week, we will finally have our first look at the all-new, safe to say, highly anticipated Batman game at the DC Fandome. But before we dive into the interesting information we have got yesterday, let's try and smash 50,000 likes in under 24 hours. That would be nice. And subscribe if you have not already. Now, as always as well, don't forget I am giving away a game of your choice this month. Thank you to Instinct Gaming. So if you haven't yet entered that competition, the link to that is in the description below. So diving into DC Fandome, they have officially dropped their, I guess we can call showtimes in some sort of perspective, and these include WB Games and the all new Suicide Squad game, which is literally called, by the way, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And now that would make sense as to why they were showing Superman again. There was a lot of confusion as to why that could be the case, but that is going to be one hell of a fun game, so it sounds. So I'm assuming over there as well we're going to probably see a trailer and hopefully some gameplay as well, and that is coming directly from Rocksteady, the guys who done, of course, Batman before. So it's going to be interesting to say the least, but there is so much hype already around these two. And again, you can see on screen the different showtimes. So we got Saturday, August the 22nd for WB Games at 1:30 PM, and it is the Hall of Heroes. And then again, Hall of Heroes, August 22nd at 8 PM, you got the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Now that just really gives you enough time to actually absorb whatever's going to be revealed from this WB Games event, to actually being able to contain yourself to then see, of course, the Rocksteady event. So hopefully this is going to be worth it and definitely cool to say the least. Now, whether or not we will see gameplay for this Batman game or just a trailer, I think this is quite literally going to break the internet, because in comparison, of course, this is, I guess, the closest to Spider-Man in terms of hype than another game right now. Like, even the Avengers game, I would still say, is nowhere near as much hyped up back when Spider-Man PS4 was being released. However, with the whole WB Games, a whole rumor as well, don't forget they were up for sale and then they were being acquired by Microsoft. There was a rumor that was going on for more or less the last few months, I guess you could say. Now that leads on to the second speculation as well, that this could indeed be an Xbox exclusive. Now again, until they don't confirm that, then it's nothing really to worry about, but it would kind of make sense as far as the whole, you know, console exclusive war go. Now again, right now PlayStation have the upper hand with, of course, Spider-Man, and in some sort of way, and I don't really want to say this, but I guess as far as exclusives go in terms of console wars as well, it kind of worked, you know, because PlayStation have the Marvel exclusives and then Xbox will have the DC exclusives. But let's be honest, I hate the whole exclusive game scene stuff, so let's not hope for that to be the case, because I think that would just drive a lot of people crazy, especially considering the last Batman game was, of course, multi-platform. So I don't think that would be a good route to go down. If anything, I mean, these guys can just triple up their sales if it is, you know, a cross-platform game. So I guess, like, even if you were to go into comparison with Spider-Man PS4, I think they done, like, to date over like 11 million copies off the top of my head. So can you imagine if that was on Xbox as well? Like, I know there's all these things that go on behind the scenes, but just imagine how much money they could have made if that game was on Xbox, and especially PC as well. It would definitely still have some huge type of relevancy as of today. I mean, Rocksteady done it right, so let's just hope WB Games can really, you know, hopefully not fall into that trap, and it is a multi, you know, platform game. Now, as far as the game goes in style, they could actually divert from how Arkham games were, as don't forget, like I said, it's new developers doing this game. The last time it was Rocksteady. So that said, a few things I think are major key in my opinion is that there is some form of a day and night cycle. I think that will literally be a game changer and definitely, you know, spike up, I guess, some people's experiences with the game. Don't forget, it's probably going to have photo mode as well. So, I mean, day and night cycles and weather conditions as well are definitely a key thing to really get the atmosphere of whatever it is you're doing at that moment in time in game. I think it definitely needs to be an open world game in the sense of how Spider-Man PS4 was. So, you know, the density wise of the game. Now, there's nothing nothing wrong with just straight story player games, but I think a game like this, you need to have that, ability to kind of go down your exploration path, and just find out what the city has to offer. So that's really what Spider-Man PS4 done. That was good in some sort of sense, but like I said, it really needs to have that density there. And the last thing I would say that is important to me personally is a deep customization system. Now, again, this is more, I guess, going on the basis of just keeping a game alive and fun to play for, at least a year or two, right, with consistent updates, because what we do see is great games that just die really, really quick. So I think with these big names, that little feature can really go a long way. Now, minus the, whole Avengers game, this Batman game would definitely be Spider-Man's competition in some sort of way, but if you really just sit down, okay, and think, the next 12 plus months are going to be crazy. Like I said, just sit down and think, right? We got Marvel's Avengers, Spider-Man Miles Morales, this Batman game, and the Suicide Squad game. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy time to be a superhero fan, and especially a video game fan. But I want you guys to get in the comments below and share your thoughts with me. What do you actually think we're going to go ahead and see at this DC Fandome event? Do you think they're just going to go ahead and do a teaser trailer, which I really, really hope they don't? That would just suck a lot. But again, these things are, I think they're like an hour long or 2 hours long, so I'm definitely expecting these guys to just break the internet. I'm expecting a little gameplay trailer, actual gameplay, and just a load of details on how this game is going to work, and then we'll probably find out a release date as well. So that's another thing to take into consideration. If you really do link up all the previous teasers and leaks we've had, literally, right, we're talking around the same time as Spider-Man PS4, so it's been like close to 2 years that we have been just getting so many different types of teasers that they are definitely making a Batman game, right? Like, I mean, it would be absolutely crazy if these guys come out next week and it's not a Batman game. That would just be mind-boggling. Like, it definitely is a Batman game, but again, like I said, where they've been teasing it for so many years, I mean, there's literally got to be a hefty amount of the game done, and that's why I say that maybe the release date could be a lot sooner in some sort of way than we of course expect. But don't forget, they then of course have Rocksteady as competition as well. So I mean, it's a great time to see these events. We're going to see how it goes down, but like I said, you guys leave your thoughts in the comments below. Most importantly, what you actually want this game to have and what you feel is most important to you as a consumer. But guys, that's going to wrap up this video here. As always, subscribe for more awesome content. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.